you guys, so I just finished a really early lunch and I'm looking at my own video that I just made. Victoria Newton of UK Sun increases my nagging doubts about Kate's cancer. And there's one thing that I should have included in this video, and that is when she said that she was in talks with the palace at all times and they knew that they needed to change the narrative. Let's listen to her again.
Kate, so I don't accept what you said earlier. In terms of reporting the fact that they went out to the Windsor farm shop a few days later, they knew that if they went out there in public, mingled with members of the public, they would be seen and potentially photographed, because everyone's got a camera phone now, and that's how it happened. It wasn't a photographer, it was a camera phone. And of course, I was in discussions with the palace all along with that, and there was no problem with us running those images, and we kind of felt that the nation was desperate to see her. Again.
We didn't hear her say what I thought I heard her say. Maybe I imagined it. Let's try again.
Else appears to have been manipulated and fabricated. So it just seems very dark. Let's continue.
Saying back off, Kate. So I don't accept what you said earlier. In terms of reporting the fact that they went out to the Windsor farm shop a few days later, they knew that if they went out there in public, mingled with members of the public, they would be seen and potentially photographed, because everyone's got a camera phone now, and that's how it happened. It wasn't a photographer, it was a camera phone. And of course, I was in discussions with the palace all along with that, and there was no problem with us running those images, and we kind of felt that the nation was desperate to see her. Again.
I mean, seriously? Did this woman just sit there and say, not only that these photos are real, this is Kate and William, but that she was in talks with the palace the whole time, and the palace was okay with her running these photos of Kate and William? So they're still saying that this is Kate and William, and then they're turning around and saying that that was Kate on that bench. How can both be true? How can both be true? And for anybody who wants to accuse me of being a bad person for asking this question, I ask you, what happened to your own brain? It has been addled. Because if you don't see any discrepancies in this woman's face, this vibrant, healthy, young, robust creature, and the pale, pallid, pathetic, sick person on that bench telling the world that she has been receiving preventative chemotherapy after finding cancer subsequent to an operation for something else, similar to her father-in-law, very bizarrely, you don't find anything strange, then your brain is addled. Because that woman, Victoria, just sat there and told us that she was in talks with the palace and that they okayed this video of William and Kate at the farm. So this is Kate and William at the farm. This is Kate and William at the farm.
That message basically saying leave her alone, but then your paper obtained and I think paid for footage of her out shopping in Windsor with William, and then today you've got 9 pages in your Sunday edition all about the stories. Wasn't that a contradiction? I don't think so at all. No, I was really moved the day of the Photoshop fail when the whole world was attacking her. I just thought it was outrageous. This poor woman was clearly ill and was so desperate that she tweaked a photo, minor tweaks, to make it look a little bit better. So that's why I did that front page. It was really important. It then changed the narrative. A lot of the rest...
Okay, there's where she said it. Change the narrative. That took an hour. That took a whole hour for me to find that. Let's go back a little bit here. What is this here? 4:53. Let's just go back a little bit. Not too much.
After finding cancer, subsequent.
Yeah.
There you've got 9 pages in your Sunday edition all about the stories. Wasn't that a contradiction? I don't think so at all. No, I was really moved the day of the Photoshop fail when the whole world was attacking her. I I just thought it was outrageous. This poor woman was clearly ill and was so desperate that she tweaked a photo, minor tweaks, to make it look a little bit better. So that's why I did that front page. And it was really important. It then changed the narrative. A lot of the rest of the media then started saying, back off, Kate.
Okay, so did you hear what she just said? You know, she changed the narrative and she got the rest of the media to back off Kate. And by back off Kate, she means stop asking Kate and William in Kensington Palace to explain why did they fabricate the photo that was supposed to give an honest and transparent update to the global community, but especially to the UK citizens about her health and mysterious absence from public view, despite numerous bulletins from Kensington Palace that she was up, she was about, she was hiring people, she was visiting her father-in-law in Sandringham, she was doing this, she was doing that, but there were bizarrely no photo ops, which was very unusual for the royal family and for the Princess of Wales. I mean, not only that, but up until that point, there had been no thank you to her well-wishers that she's fine, don't worry, even after the global media blew up like, where is Kate? Not even a thank you to the children who were wishing her well. It was hours after my video, literally hours after my video, where I did kind of lose my temper, that we heard from the Princess of Wales finally with this video where she even referenced others with cancer. We should go look at that video that I'm talking about. Now, how do we do that? Let's go back to, let's click up here. Let's view my channel. There was this video, and I did get a lot of really interesting comments from that one, because people were obviously not very happy with the fact that I dared to speak that way about the Princess of Wales. But I mean, literally hours after this hours after this video, there she was apologizing. This one, Kate returns. This I published literally 2 hours, maybe 3, before she finally came out with the video.
This is 25-year-old Steve when I just joined the BBC as a young researcher, and my job was to
thanking all the children in England.
Let's go back a little bit.
Exactly. That was Kate. Hashtag that was Kate. I keep forgetting to put that hashtag in the body of the description. Hashtag that was Kate. This is important. It is of very, very high strategic importance and significance, especially for Sussex Squad. Hashtag that was Kate. Because if that was Kate, then and you start making your videos, right? That was Kate. Okay. Bouncy, happy, smiling, mompreneur, right? Back to challenge Meghan with American Riviera Orchard. Okay. So voila. So, oh wow. Here's what Amanda said. There was no disputing the origins of the video either. Okay. The video is real. Hashtag that was Kate. You guys embrace that and then make your videos around that. Call them on it. Call them on their bluff. That was Kate. Embrace that, right? If that was Kate, then my big question is, where is this beautiful mompreneur in a 2-second, 3-second, okay, 10-second, maximum 30-second video, thanking all the children in England and France and around the world who were told that the Princess of Wales, the next Queen of England, is so ill that she spent 10 days in the hospital and had to recuperate for over 6 weeks. And they sent her get well wishes and cards and letters from their little hearts. And that woman came out of the hospital and she recuperated and convalesced in her castle for weeks, months. And then she comes out, and then she sends us a fake Mother's Day card with her children that was not even just photoshopped. It was collaged and amalgamated with different photos and different parts missing and added and extra and minus and division and subtraction and multiplication to the 10th power. By the time she was done, the Associated Press, the Agence France Presse, Reuters, all of these highly respected international news agencies respectfully denounced the photo, returned the photo, asked her to give them the original, to which she has yet to respond, right? So these children who have been waiting, this mommypreneur who outdoes Meghan at every turn, has basically given them the finger, right? She's given the press the finger. How do you say this? There's an expression where you give the finger, the middle finger. I'm not sending you anything. I'm not going to reassure you and these children who are concerned about my well-being anything. And what did she do instead? Just days after Meghan's video appeared, there was Kate and William at their local farm shop in Windsor, writes Ms. Platel. Ms. Platel continues, Kate was looking smiley, happy, bouncy even, despite all speculation about her health. Here she was, clearly very much alive and kicking. This woman with all this energy could not, and this mompreneur, the real royal mommy, all these little third graders, 8, 9, 10 years old, who sent their letters and their cards to her, she couldn't take a second to say thank you in an authentic way, right? The best she could do was to give them a collage of falsity and falsehood and lies and mensonges. C'est un mensonge, right? Miss Platel goes on. She goes, Kate appeared thinner. We read that already. We don't have to repeat her propaganda, lest I lose my voice completely with this. Completely. I'm losing my voice. I talk too much. I talk too much. I mean, it's just like, oh my God, my voice. And here she says here, there's no disputing the origins of the video. It was taken by fellow shopper Nelson Silva, who spotted Kate and William in the bread section of the Windsor farm shop on Saturday. He filmed them on his iPhone as they left the store just a mile from their home, Adelaide Cottage, on the Windsor Castle estate. To prove its authenticity, the video contained exact details of the date, time, and place it was recorded. This is very important evidence against Kate Middleton. This is very, very important evidence against Kensington Palace, against Prince William, against Buckingham Palace, against King Charles, Queen Camilla, the entire British monarchy, who are all in this, against the Archbishop of Canterbury and Rishi Sunak, and not Rishi, the Prime Minister. Okay, and his opponents, Keir Starmer, and all of them. This paragraph here is very important evidence. I'm going to read it again. There was no disputing the origins of the video either. It was taken by fellow shopper Nelson Silver, who spotted Kate and William in the bread section of the Windsor farm shop on Saturday. He filmed them on his iPhone as they left the store just a mile from their home, Adelaide Cottage, on the Windsor Castle estate. To prove its authenticity, the video contained exact details of the date, time, and place it was recorded. This was Kate. Hashtag that was Kate. Okay? She's alive and well. And she's the mom of all moms. And here are the children of other moms who are so worried about the Princess of Wales. Some of them think she's going to die, worried that she's dead already. And they sent her Beth Get Well cards and letters. One of them even told William on one of his very recent outings that they had sent a card. All he said was thank you, right? but I'm sure his wife was told, because she's the one who received the hundreds, if not thousands, of get well cards from not only children, but also adults. And those who did not send cards around the world hung on to their iPhones daily. Where is Kate? Terrified that something had happened to the Princess of Wales. And the Princess of Wales is bouncing with energy. My God, I've never seen her look so good, so young. And she can't take a second, 30 seconds, less than a minute, do a YouTube short to confirm that she's okay, knowing that the entire world has at least a little bit of doubt. And then you have the audacity to compare her to Meghan. Huh? Audacity to say she's the mom to admire. No, mom. She's not just the mom of her own children. She's the mother of all the children in England. She's the queen. She should have a maternal instinct to all those children. And that alone will bring her to a YouTube video or something on her Instagram page to assure them. And not only that, this brings me to other women in the world, God damn it, who really have disappeared. And nobody, no one gives a damn.
Mm-hmm.
And so many millions of people give a damn about Kate Middleton, so many women. All the news channels around the entire world give a damn about Kate Middleton. All these other women, nobody cares. And they disappear forever. And here's a learning opportunity for all of us, especially the Princess of Wales, to come forward and let everybody know she understands how we all felt, our worry, our concern. And she's particularly sad for those women who really have disappeared without a trace. But don't worry about me. I'm fine in my castle. It is those women that we should worry about. And when I am really back to work, I will make it my priority as a society to be more concerned about women in general who disappear without a trace, right? To show that she understands how much people have been concerned about her as she bounced from the farm shop with her husband, right? You're going to sit there, Amanda Platel, or whatever in the name of God your name is. What's your name? Amanda Platel, to compare this woman to Meghan as a mother? You should be ashamed to call yourself a woman.
So right after that, literally within hours, Kate came out with her video on the bench. But it's really interesting because, you know, the reason I lost my cool like that was because this woman, Amanda Platel, over at Daily Mail, had the audacity to be comparing Meghan to Kate when until that point, Kate didn't show any concern for kids and, you know, for people's concern about her, even after she was bouncing with life and energy, as Amanda pointed out, at the farm shop. She hadn't said thank you or anything. It was just, to me, really just shocking, astonishing. And now we hear from Victoria Newton that she knew she had to change the narrative. And so she was in touch with the palace, and together they came up with this video to change the narrative. And she admits that the narrative did change, and other journalists started to say, back off, Kate. And then they hit us with that video about the cancer. I don't know about you guys, but I still have my doubts.